But like some days it just really is a lot. And even though I'm still going through the grieving process, is the camera rolling? Describe my podcast in 3 emojis. Hey everybody, welcome back. Or should I say welcome, because I haven't been shooting or recording, but welcome to another episode of Living Millennially with StefKai. It feels so weird saying that because like I haven't said that in months, but like we'll talk about it in this episode. Of course, before we get into the episode, thank you so much for liking, sharing and subscribing. So remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, that's StefKai, and of course follow me on Instagram, TikTok, StefKai8. You can find me on X. I don't really talk on X that much because we can't take the bag over this up. I like to keep my thoughts in my WhatsApp friends group. You know, I don't really need to publicize that. But yeah, today's episode is just really a closeout for the second season of sorts. Should I call it season? I don't know. But like, yeah, I did 10 episodes and that was really like, I'm actually in the rain, so bear with me. That was really like, it taught me so much about myself. And let's get the episode straight underway. So season 2 was a little bit different from season 1 because of course, you know, well, for persons who don't know, season 1 was just audio and then I decided to expand. You know, I had the help of Dottie Berry, so thank him so much for being a producer on the show and for really championing young creatives like myself, because like, leave it up to me, not one thing is recorded or shot or anything. So I have to thank him for that, for giving me the extra push and for also supporting, because as a big star, persons may wonder to themselves, why take up like younger persons? And when I mean younger, like, you know, younger people in the profession or the space, because you know, like, you are a star already. But you know, there's always this thing I say, like, how do you create legacy and how do you create impact? And in order for other people to exist, you also have to help others. So you can't keep all of the knowledge and all of the things to yourself. So really want to thank him for that. But in terms of the season, it was just so great. It was so awesome. I really have to thank you guys for supporting, because when I first shot like the opener episode, I did not expect it to go to like 1,200 views. I was expecting like 10 people, you know, because my friends always tell me like, oh, you have a personality for camera, oh, you're so gorgeous. Let me look at the face card. But yeah, they always tell me stuff like that and I'm just like, I'm not saying people want to hear what me have to say, but like doing this podcast, it has really shown me. So I did 10 episodes, all of them were my faves. So you'll hear me a little bit later on asking I'll be asked some questions. So all of the episodes are my faves. Each episode was just so unique and special to me. And I just have to thank each and every guest. Nikisha, Dahlia, Dandra, Dottie Berry, Nico Bootleg Rockstar, my mother, who clearly is going to take over my social presence, because everybody's always like, where's your mother? Want to she? So maybe in the future, God's willing, we'll be doing more videos together, because I really realize that you guys love that type of content. It's Stephanie and Victor and yeah, right. And Joel, how could I forget Joel? Twin, where have you been? But Joel, yeah, how could I forget Joel? And of course, Ayana, good girl Ayana, yeah. So all of those episodes were really good. And of course, towards the ending of the podcast, or rather during the shooting of all of these episodes, I was going through a whole tumultuous life experience. Like my father was very ill, and I had to be taking care of him. And it was actually taking a toll on me, because like, I just had to like flee from the space and just like, because the condition that he had was, it required you to be very involved. So like, when I would stay with him, I was on lockdown. So like, I couldn't leave the house because he had to take certain medications at certain time. And that would also trigger anything that could cause him to get more ill. So during that, I was battling that. And it was really hard, because what I've learned is that when your family members get sick, it is a lot. And I've not shared this before, but like all of my family lives overseas. I'm really the only person that lives in Jamaica. And of course, from time to time, I will travel for extended periods. But like my siblings, my mom, my dad, everybody lives overseas, right? So being here with my dad in that period was really hard, and I really just have to thank my family for banding together and really doing the best that we could have done for him in this time. So I'm resolved that my dad passed on June 19th, 2024. A moment of silence for an icon. Yeah, he passed on June 19th, 2024. On the 18th of June, actually, I was on the road and there was this like unction for me to go to the house. And I was just like, I really can't go. And I feel like that was him telling me, guys, I'm going. And then on the morning when I woke up, the nurse aide, that was the first thing I saw on my phone. And I broke down in tears because like, I can't believe that like a parent that I have now is deceased. And what this process has taught me, or what it has triggered for me, is that I only have one parent now. And I don't think there's a lot of conversation surrounding like younger kids having older parents and what it really does on the psyche of those kids, because like you end up becoming the parent and you have to parent them. And it's just in these moments when people are like, they don't want parents to bury their kids, but like equally, kids, it's a lot now and the pressure is on you. So like for my mom, who is still alive and she's 73, but she's a good girl, 73, you know. But it also reminds me that she is also slowing down. Things that I realized that she could do before, she's starting to slow down. Not in like a massive way, but like you can see the age creeping up. So even though she looks that way, physically you can see the changes happening. And you know, I just have to be spending more meaningful moments with her. Not that we weren't doing that before, but this has really triggered that for me. And it's something that we'll talk about in season 3. Like I'll bring on people to talk about like having older parents and like how does that fashion your life and what do you have to do, especially when they're ill. And like, for example, if it's you alone, if you're not siblings, all of that, just so that we can build community and awareness around this and know that there's support out there. I really want to thank my friends. But in particular, I have to thank Davy and Lindo. Like the day when my father died, she was at work and she stopped every single thing that she was doing. And she stayed with me for the entire day. And even when I had my bouts of crying and all of that, you know, she still stood by me. And, you know, I just really have to call her a true friend. And I really thank you for that, Davian. Also, I want to thank my close friends. I want to thank persons who love me. And, you know, for the support, the mammoth support that I've received from every corner, nook, cranny of the world. I really cannot thank everybody enough. My family, my brother, Kevin, Denise, Andrea, Dwight, you know, the love is there, and, you know, we will get through this together. Cheryl Morrison, a very big up to you, because, you know, you're a star girl already, you know. You're a star girl from the start. But yeah, this whole process has taught me, you know, to live more meaningfully. And not just in a way that like you come on a camera and you sit down and talk, because I could do that for ages. But like I'm actively making a decision to be intentional about living. So like not caring what people have to say, of course, still being responsible, but just enjoying, because really and truly, life is really short, it's really fragile, it's really a moment. And I was looking at this poem, it's called The Dash by Linda Ellis. Linda Ellis, look it up. I don't remember if it's Linda Ellis, but it just talks about what are you doing with your dash, like when you're born and the dash, and then when you die, what are you doing with the dash? And that's what I want to be: impactful, inspiring, and doing this for others. So that is that. My father the funeral was on July 12th. It was a great homegoing. Of course, you know, I had to plan all of that, and you know, we'll come with the drama, you know, we'll come with the dancing, we'll come with the singing, all of those things. You can see highlights right here.
He anoints my head with oil, my cup that runneth over. shall follow me, shall follow me. My Lord and Savior, healing me. And if you feel you've got some tears just like mine, don't you worry, don't you worry, 'cause we have all been there through those troubled times.
His impeccable sense of style and fashion always turned heads wherever he went, and he never failed to ensure that he was always dressed to impress, as you can see by all of his kids. But like, thank you guys so much for being with me, and thank you for all the love and support that you guys showed me. It has really been overwhelming. Of course, if I never respond at a particular time, know that it's not that me don't want to respond, but like some days it just really is a lot. And even though I'm still going through the grieving process, and of course I've had to also learn that when people say certain stuff when you're grieving, you have to also give them grace. So when people are like, no man, he's in a better place, or like, you know, things that will trigger you in a way to get you upset, you have to understand that that person's just trying their best to show support. So even in that moment, I had to be thinking about others and understanding that this is just their way of showing support. So that is that. But this season has really been a very good one, and I just want to pick up in season 3 and just have bigger and greater conversations. So now I'm gonna be asked some questions, and I hope that you guys will indulge me for a moment. So let's get it going. What do you guys have up your sleeves for me? The most unexpected lesson that I've learned this season is that shit happens. Like, production is a bitch. You can set up on YouTube. Production is a bitch. But like, that's the most unexpected lesson. Prepare, but also don't prepare. Because like some things you'll just have to learn in the moment. And even when you plan to the T, Murphy's Law is just, Murphy is that girl. She's just like, I'm here. You know, like, get a move on it. But that was the most unexpected lesson. But the most fun episode, all of them, every episode had unique moments. One episode that stood out to me though was Nico Bootleg Rockstar, because if you know Nico, guys, Nico does not do interviews. He does not do interviews for more than 20 minutes, half hour the most. And what I was able to do and pull out of Nico in that moment, because originally Nico was like, him no want not more than 15 minutes. And the end of the episode shows you that we just had a great conversation. So Nico is great, and I'm great at what I do. So there you have it, greatness. But all episodes were great. Every single one of them. Delia, Nikisha, everybody was a takeaway. Yeah. And I enjoyed recording all of them because like I made my guests feel really special. Them get like gifts and water and juice and yeah, professional over here. The masculinity one. I think for that episode, there was a lot happening behind the scenes. It was a very hard episode for me to do. So if I could revisit that, I'd want to talk a little bit more about just how people view masculinity. Just like how we're talking about if Mr. World is relevant. And persons online are saying stuff, you know, that... But anyway, okay. Which celebrity would that be? Living or dead? With the exception of Whitney Houston! I'd actually want to talk to Jesus. I'm gonna say, Jesus, why you do it? Why you put me through so much, God? If you talk to Jesus, you know, everything else will come together. So, Jesus, hit me up, call me. Yeah, apple of my eyes, he's the one I love. Craziest hurdles. I have to say hurdles. Bracket S. One, I have ashy skin. And no matter how I lotion, it will show up on the camera ashy. So, that was one of the hurdles. I mean, to certain things. But I just had to live with it because if you're ashy, you're ashy. Bye, ashy. But another hurdle was miking and audio. And like on the day when things just going bad. So there was an episode where you saw me holding the mic like this. That's because the mic stand it just done broke. And I was like, guys, let's not do anything. Let's just shoot the episode because we have the guest here already. And that's exactly what we did. Professionalism at its best. So you can have talent, but in addition to talents, you need professionalism. And when the two meet, chef's kiss. So if a spin-off would be Living Millennially with the Gen Zs. I love that. I love that. I love that. You ate. You're eating more. Has to be when I was laughing, when Delia was just being a whole mess, when Delia and Danger were doing that acting out thing. You know, that was hilarious. The hilarity of it all really took me over. The melting one. The girl that's dancing. And cool shades. Do you have shades? No, we don't. Props, quiet on set. Am I making sense? Yeah, period. Cool. First things first, I'm the realist. Next question. Like, I'm just a meme, I'm a character. So, call me for your memes today. Alright guys, so thank you so much for your support of season 2. Comment down below which was your most favorite episode, or like who do you think I should bring on the podcast. And I'm actually going to be more dedicated to this. Yeah, I really want to try and do more stuff and just really believe in myself. Imposter syndrome is real, and being a content creator, what I've realized is that all of we have a little something to write upstairs. Yeah. To be an artist, to be a creative, all of it is something of correct. But in order to do the best that we can, we have to tap into that place. So even to shoot episodes before, I'm usually really silent. I don't talk on set or anything like that. I just get my notes and I try to personalize it and all of that. But you see, once the camera hits, it's lights, camera, action. Baby, it's Broadway, it's Nevada, it's Las Vegas. But yeah, that's it. Life is just for living. So, for the final time for season 2, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Living Millennially with StefKai. Of course, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And of course, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, StefKai. Thank you. Bye. Can we just get some B-roll of like... Cut the cameras. Hello, 1, 2, 3, testing for clarity sound.